Yo, what's good, YouTube? I am back with another reaction video, and we got 45 minutes of Larry Bird stories told by NBA legends. Let's get straight into the video. Man, we on the road to 2,000 subs, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Just gonna keep grinding. And he's gonna keep running these videos, but let's get straight into the video, y'all. Let's get it. I'm pretty sure this is gonna probably be like 2 parts because it's 45 minutes. I know I'm not gonna, so we definitely gonna probably be like a part 1 and 2. But let's get straight into the video and let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get to the Larry legend.
Away with it, up to Bird. Theus is back. Larry spins through a crowd for 2.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. For the past 6 years, I've been covering Larry Bird, and I told you many times that he's my second most favorite player of all time. And I also had a couple of NBA legends explain Larry Bird story videos. And I thought, there are so many classic stories that some of you guys probably never seen because I posted them like 4 years ago, but I also found some new clips. And I always wanted to have this extra large video about Larry. Simple fact, lying in bed, listening to the stories, just let your mind wander and listen to the greats speaking about the greats. And yeah, so this is what's going to happen in this video. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you like the content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I would say, let's take a look at Larry Legend. Now, the first stories that we're going to take a look at are, obviously, you have trash talk stories, you have some funny stories, you have some mind-boggling stories, and some stories that you can't believe that a human being actually did that. So let's take a look and give it a start.
Larry Bird, to me, it was so much fun playing against him because he talked so much shit. The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley. They put him on Larry, and Larry was weighing his ass out. Absolutely. And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's disrespectful?
Yeah.
He says, it's disrespectful for y'all to put a white guy on me.
Yeah.
Put a black guy on me. Put a black guy on me. That's why he gives Coop so much. He still says to this day, Coop is the best defender he's ever played against.
Wow. Really?
But he was like, you disrespecting me by putting a white guy on me.
I feel you.
But that's Larry, because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, don't put no white guy on me, that's disrespect. So, so when they did that, he said, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
You ain't gonna see him again.
Get him off me. Yeah. But that was Larry Bird.
I think the story that sums up Larry the best was back then when we flew commercial, we didn't fly private. We played in a Tuesday night game in Cleveland. And of course, we got up for the first flight out. We had a game on Wednesday night in New Jersey. Snowstorm hits Cleveland. We're at the airport at 7 in the morning. Flight's canceled at 7. It's canceled at 8. It's canceled at 9. It's canceled at 10. Canceled at 11, 12. We finally leave about 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon. We fly up to New Jersey. Now the storm has kind of moved into Jersey. And the bus driver says, well, I can't get to the hotel into the arena. I can only go to one place. Well, we had a game that night. We go to the arena. So we get to the arena, and I mean, we're dragging. And we're sitting around the locker room, and, and everybody's kind of, we're tired. And, and all of a sudden, the coach gives a little bit of a speech of, come on, man, guys, we're playing basketball. Let's get ready to go. And Larry stands up, and Larry says, a couple other few choice words, and he says, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to take it out on their rear ends. So I was like, oh, all right, so let's go. So we go on the floor. Albert King sitting there. And Larry walks up to Albert King and goes, don't take this butt whooping personally. I've been eating hot dogs all day. And then Albert King looks at him like, you've been eating hot dogs all day? What's that got to do with me? And we went out and just hammered him. I mean, we terrorized him. And that was Larry. There was no excuses. I mean, he just played. And I tell you, that was just his competitive nature. But a day when you fly all day and eat hot dogs in the airport, best thing was Albert's look on his face like, what hot dogs got to do with me?
The game he played against the Lakers, the first year that the Celtics won the World Championship with him on the team. And he was ridiculous. He came on here. I remember our sportscaster played the Superman theme when he was talking about him that night after the game because he did everything, points, rebounds, assists, just steals, you name it. Larry has such a great mind for the game and, a great touch. I had a lot of respect for him as a competitor.
I remember sitting on the bench watching Kevin McHale and Larry Bird. And Larry Bird did something. To me, I'm still marveled at this. And he got so many people. It was a timeout. And one of our teammates, Bart Kofold, had a camera.
Right.
He's taking pictures. So Larry Bird came over there and looked at our bench. And he said, 3-pointer from right over here. So I'm sitting over there looking like that Babe Ruth calling your shot already, right?
Yeah.
So Isaiah, I'm sitting there looking. He looked down at the floor. Hell, everybody looked down at the floor. He like he threw something. And he hit a 3.
Oh, can you believe that?
And I remember Kevin kind of looking over at the bench like
Was
it's going to be a
incredible.
long night.
One of the all-time greats, one of our heroes that we watched and competed against, and brilliant basketball mind. But you remember the story when we for some reason, we were in the layup line, and Reg and I, as the captains of the team, we had, I don't remember what we had to go back.
People are not going to believe this.
I don't remember what we had to go back and talk to Larry Bird about before the game. 20 seconds on the clock, we're getting layups. Reg and I jog off the court, go into the back. And what you take it from there?
So Jack and I, we go back into the locker room and we're like, where's Coach? Where's Coach Bird? And they're like, oh, he's in his office. We go to his office. He's not in his office. We're like, the trainers are back there. We're like, he's like, hurry up. We got to get back out to the court. Like, where is he? And then, you know what? It even might have been, God rest his soul, Slick. Slick's like, go check the shower. So we head back to the shower because, we had to ask him this question, before we got out there. We go around the corner. Larry Legend sitting in a chair. He's got a pack of Newports. Just smoking away. Oh, what you guys need? We're like, we're good, Coach. Don't worry about it, right? We're good. We're good. He's like, all right, I'll see you guys out there in a few minutes. I look at Jack. Jack looks at me. He's like, did we just Larry in there smoking a Newport? Right? We're like, this is Larry Legend. Did y'all ever bring it up to him? No.
And it's documented the worst first half that a starting backcourt has had.
Oh my God. I couldn't make a shot.
We were mentally gone. Our hero, what we just witnessed affected us.
Now, mind you, remember now how we look at Larry Bird in our eyes. Number one, we played against him. I patterned my game after Larry Legend. Being from Riverside, this is the mid-'80s. Of course, it was Lakers, Boston. That was the rivalry. And you had to pick sides. So, we were Laker fans. But I patterned my game after Larry Bird. I wanted to know how he worked out, how he approached games, his trash talking, all that.
Playing at the Garden, man, on his last leg.
Hold on, see, but I guess they're surprised, but my thing is like he drinks beer, so it's like, I don't like he drinks beer too, so it's just like it ain't nothing wrong with. I stay with him cigarettes, that's me, but I just think like he drinks beer, so it's not really like surprising, like But I get it though. I get it, cause in a way, I'm thinking like I don't think I would see him smoking cigarettes, but people like what they like, I think he drink beer, so it's like it ain't really nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get straight into it.
We're planning, and he told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. And he said, you supposed to be a great defender, right? He said, I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm gonna take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm gonna give you something, and it's gonna be this jumper.
Right.
And I said, shit, watch this. So all of a sudden, we playing, and I'm D'ing him up, and he slow ball me. That's where I got the slow ball. Put your back to your back like this, and his back was bad during this time. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him, and he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, we looked around, it was all draws. And I said, shit, I ain't going to mess with you no more.
I spent the last couple of days with Magic Johnson shooting the Capital One commercials. And every time I see him, I tell him thank you. Because Magic Johnson and Larry Bird are the two most important figures in NBA history.
I agree.
I don't know if people, I don't know how this is going to play with America, right? but let me just tell you what this dude told me one time, right? Now, all back line at one time it was Kelly Tripucka, Bill Laimbeer, Kim Benson. 3 white dudes.
2 of them I ain't ever heard of.
Okay. All right. So we walk out on the court, and he said, who guarded me? So Larry used to always call me Cheesy, right? He's like, Cheesy, who guarded me? And I was like, you know, I got Kelly, I got Lamb, I got Benson. He's like, you ain't got no brothers? He's like you? He's like you?
Disrespecting me.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He said, hey man, you can't put no white dude on me. Hey, that is straight disrespect.
I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. But he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me. And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
It was my rookie season, my first game I ever played against him.
What'd he say?
And that was the only thing. I can't even tell you what he said.
Clean up the language. What?
You know, one of the things the first thing, I think really the only thing he said to me, I'm guarding him. It's my first play. You know, he's coming down the court and I'm guarding him. He looks at me, he said, I don't know why they have you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots the 3. Now, I wasn't upset he made the 3. I said, but this son of a gun just called me Holmes. But, but it was funny because after that, because they knew I was going to keep coming, But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me. And then we had a lot of respect for each other over the years. And so I never forget that one thing, though, man. I'm like, I was so hot,
And I remember we was at the jump circle, and I go shake Larry Bird's hand. He put both hands behind his back. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's just getting into the game. I'm trying to give him the benefit down. I was so mad, so I'm coming down the left side, and I go up the fast break, and he comes out, and I'm pumping it behind my head, and he jumps. I said, I got him. Boom. He's sitting down on the ground. I'm pointing like this. He said, hey, Rook. I'm like, what? He said, I like you. You got balls. But I'm still getting 40 on your ass.
You know what? It's funny because I tell a whole lot of people this when they talk about great players and they bring up Larry Bird. I said, listen, the dude couldn't jump, wasn't fast, but wasn't athletic. Mm-hmm. But you look on the score, the score sheet after the game, he got 25, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, a few steals. I said, the dude just knew how to play, right? And the thing that I loved about him is that he was a shit talker. And I wish you would have got a chance to play against him, Robert, because I swear to God, you'd have loved playing against him because the dude would just tell you where he's going, shoot it in your face, talk shit to you, and run back down the floor.
Yeah.
And he was just one of those guys that, he just had it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he had it, and I saw it in college, and obviously saw it a whole lot closer when we get a chance to play against the Celtics. He was the biggest trash talker back in the day.
It's a birthday for a legend in the league.
Larry Legend.
61 for Larry Bird.
Yes.
Who's got Larry Bird stories?
Brad Daugherty told me this story when he was second year in the league and they were in the playoffs against the Celtics. Down 1, Larry Bird catches the ball in the deep corner and he steps back for a 3. And before he takes the 3, he's like, oh, wow, he's going for the win. He's not going for the tie. And so Brad Daugherty runs out, and he head fakes him. And as he head fakes him, now it's 3-2, he hits him on the butt with the ball, and then he shoots it at the buzzer. And the confidence that hit him on the butt as he flew by him trying to block a shot, I'm like, there's no more confidence.
I wasn't around long because he was hurt when I was playing that first year or second year. But I just remember one quick thing. We were playing against him, and I think I stole the ball from him. And I just remember him turning around saying, "You little piece of." And I was like, that, to me, that was Larry Bird. And I was so happy because I'm like, that Larry Bird told me you're a little piece of you know what I'm saying? Like, because I idolized Larry Bird. I call me a piece of
So what? You do a very good job at editing yourself on that.
Just talked about Larry Bird.
Oh shit, that's the man shit. He's like your Magic, your Kareem, you know, that once in a lifetime player, franchise changing player. That's the category that Larry was in. And not to mention, I like the way he led us as a team. He wasn't in your face, you know, that talking trash to you. He led by example. No matter how poorly you was playing, Coop, he never got on you. Only thing he would say to you, you know, try to pick it up if you can. You know, you had one of them nights, things just not going your way. He always spoke, you know, with encouragement. He never tried to put players down. And I always respected that about Larry.
You know, he could come into this because I heard he was good at this. Biggest and best trash talker. I don't think anybody talks shit to you. But Scotty, who would you like? Who are the ones that, whether they were good at it or not, like who are the ones that were just gibber gabber the whole time?
I mean, Gary Payton talked a lot. But in my era, probably Larry Bird. You know, he would talk trash and do something tricky.
The question we ask everybody who come on the show is, when you first made it to the NBA, who was the first person to bust your ass?
Man, I'm gonna keep this real with y'all, man. My ass got busted real early, man. I came into the league, man. I was 19. You know how some of them vets, man, they play you to the T, man. I got played down in Boston one night. We was playing Boston Celtics. So the great Larry Bird, I didn't really know much about it. You know, I'm from Indiana. Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down. When we got to Boston that morning, I knew something wasn't right. I saw an X-Man. He was limping around the court a little bit like he was sore. I figured he'd be all right, you know.
Xavier McDaniel. I figured he'd be all right by that time. I go to the game on the early bus. I get there. They come out on the court. They say, "Hey, Sean, you starting tonight against Larry." And I was like, "Well, damn. I'm all for it, though." You know. So the X-Man, he didn't play. He had a sore knee. But my point to you is this: Larry gave me 50 3/4.
Oh my! he was hitting everything.
And he talked to me the whole entire game.
What did he say?
Well, first of all, he asked me at the jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, you're the one that used to dunk my brother too, right? Now, Eddie." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got something for you tonight." So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, "When I get down to the other end, I'm going to pump fake you, get a hand one on you, look at you, go off the glass." That's how cold Larry Bird was.
And that's the legend. Like, people say that he was one of the dirtiest trash talkers, one of the best trash talkers. Like the one game he played and told dude, "I'm gonna shoot all left hand buckets on you." So he really talked like that.
You know, so, you know, being from the streets, man, I was to the point of like, look, I'm going to foul him so hard that he's basically going to take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man, telling me everything.
Now, see, that's something that he didn't hit you. He didn't hit you on the butt. Now I got to fight you.
And then Larry, he actually invited me to his house that summer after the game, man. He told me, he said, "That's the best defense I've seen so far, the best effort."
Because you still compete.
50 3/4, but that was the best effort I've seen in a long time. You know, you come to the house and shoot around with me. There's something I show you how to shoot the ball, young fella.
Larry Legend.
Straight up.
Time, I think the sport, and compared to today, there was trash talkings back then, but it was done in a kind of nicer way. I remember my rookie year, but I didn't guard him. Larry Bird. We played him in the Boston Garden, and I was in the paint, and somehow the ball was swung around. And Larry had caught it, and I was running out to Larry Bird, and you know his famous motion. He just kind of shot it. As I was running out, he said, "Too late, rookie."
That's what he's
too late, rookie, and obviously it went down, and I just shook my head and ran down to the man.
That was like your introduction.
That was my
to
intro
the league,
to the league. It's like, welcome, rookie. You know who I am, Larry Legend. That's who I am. Too late.
It's respect. This ain't nothing bad. So I said, let me see what he can do.
But Larry's had something that most white boys don't have. Just say that. Just keep it real.
Man,
Larry was different now. Larry was different now.
He had a little bit of nigger.
Yeah, he was different now. He was different now. Larry was different now.
That boy, he can play, man. He turned it out. We played on a team in college in a tournament together. This is the first time I ever sat on the bench. Him and I were on the bench. And we was like, the guys in front of us wasn't better than us, but Kentucky head coach was coaching the team, so he started 3 guys from Kentucky. So we said, okay. But when we got in the game, we turned it out. But I saw this dude eat Jack Givens up. He was player of the year that year.
Kentucky, right?
Yes, from Kentucky. And Larry Bird was just slicing and dicing him. And I said, oh, I called home. I said, it's true about this boy. I was calling everybody, this dude can play.
I always thought of myself as...
All right, y'all, we're going to pause it right here. This is the part 1. This is 46 minutes, so we definitely going to have a part 2. Definitely try to, finish this out. But I try to keep my videos not too crazy long, but I try to keep them at a good time limit. But, yep, this is part 1, so definitely look out for part 2. We definitely got some new footage in here also that I definitely did not see before. And also got that, do I want to surprise y'all? Nah. You know what? I'll let y'all see when after we just finish these parts up, then they got another video I got too that's gonna be good. But yeah, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, turn on that bell, man. We on the road to 2,000 subs, man, pushing for 1 million. We are almost at 2,000 subs, and I appreciate y'all so much, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Keep grinding out, keep doing these videos. But I'm about to get on to this part 2, man. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this. We got a nice little 46 minutes of some Larry Bird stories. So we definitely going to continue this video. But let me know what y'all think of this video down below. And if you got some videos you want me to do, leave them down in the comments down below. But I appreciate y'all. I'm on to the next part of this video. I'm out. Love y'all so much. Peace.